Learning Japanese through video games is one of the most rewarding ways to pick up new words, so I'm starting a series where we do just that. Each episode, we'll play a different game in Japanese and break down each line using a live dictionary. And tonight, we're getting into Stray, so let's get started. Okay, 連続ジャンプはスペースを長押し. So we can see that 連続 here, the first word, means succession or continuing. Jump is just simply jump, so 連続ジャンプ together actually means consecutive or continuous jumps. Space, it just means space. You can see it's shaped like a key, so just the space button. Nagaoshi means nagai, and osu to do a long press. So it's saying that to do a renzoku jump, we have to hold down the space bar. So let's hold it down. We can see that it does that continuous jump for us. Kansatsu means to observe or survey something, and we once again see the same word, nagaoshi, to hold something down. So suru is making the kansatsu a verb, so that's just observing. Niwa means in order to do something. So kansatsu suru niwa, in order to survey, hold down right click, nagaoshi. So let's go ahead and do that. You can see it helps us get a better look of everything around us. Alright, I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, that's sad. That's freaking sad. Oh, Kitty's all better. All right. Is the next move up here? Looks like it. I see. All right. Let's do it. Let's go down. Maybe we run. Yeah, maybe we run. Maybe we run. Holy moly. Hashiru ni wa. It said hashiru ni wa, which means hashiru means to run. Hashiru ni wa. 左シフトを長押し So to do a long hold on left shift. Oh my god. This is easy. So I guess we just follow the pretty lights. Is that what we're getting from here? It seems that way, right? So we can see tasukete here is written in katakana, and that means it can be interpreted as tasukete, a helper, or tasukeru, but conjugated into te form. We can also see that it's followed by kudasai, which means please. So this is a plead. So it would likely be tasukete, as in please help me, tasukete kudasai. So just breaking down the text here, we have doa, which means door, and no being a possessive particle here, and muko, which means over there or in that direction in this scenario. So doa no muko, so towards the door. And then we have dengen. This means source of electricity or power. So dengen on. Body sagas. So here we can see dengen on. So on here just means on. Dengen means power or source of electricity. So the first two lines so far, we have towards the door, power on. And lastly, body sagasu. So this is search for the body. Body means body. Sagasu is just means to search for something or to look for. Which door though? Ah, this door. Oh, so we gotta go. We gotta get the. Oh, I see. Buddy, almost. We kind of. I think we just dropped it out there. Powered up. Whatever you are. Alright, what? Oh! Little secret door. Alright. Oh! Ah! Oh my. Umaku kimashita ne. Alright, so umaku iku means for something to go well or run smoothly. So umaku ikimashita ne. So that's past form. Ne. So it's saying that went well. Ne being sort of asking for agreement. So that went well, right? Tasukarimashita. So tasukaru means to be saved. Arigato means thank you. So all in all, that went pretty smoothly. You saved me. Thank you. デッドシティに猫がいるなんてカメラがおかしいかと思いました。 Okay, so dead city, written in katakana, is referring to the place we're at right now, dead city. And then we see neko, which means cat. So we can see dead city ni neko ga iru means that there was a cat in dead city. Nanta here isn't showing in the dictionary. I'll put a definition on the screen right now. So that first top line says, with something like a cat being in dead city, and the next line reads, kamera ga okashii ka to omoimashita. So kamera here means camera. Okashi actually has two primary meanings here, and we can see this in the dictionary. One meaning being funny or amusing or comical, and the other being more strange or odd or unusual. And omoimashita means to think, and this is in the past tense. So we can see kamera ga okashii. My camera was being weird. Ka to omoimashita. I thought my camera was being weird. So combining this with the first sentence, I thought something was wrong with my camera seeing a cat in Dead City. 自分の名前が思い出せません。記憶領域が壊れたようです。Is just like a oh my, or it's an exclamation. 自分の名前. As we can see in the dictionary here, 自分 is oneself, no namae, so that's possessive. My name ga omoidaseru means to remember or recall. So here it's saying 自分の名前が思い出せません. I can't remember my name. 記憶領域が壊れたようです. Kyoku means memory. Ryoiki is sort of a domain or sector. Kawareru, kawareta. Kawareru means to be broken. So kyoku ryoiki ga kawareta you desu. It seems that my memory drive is broken. My memory sector is broken. 長い間、電子ネットワークの中に閉じ込められていました. So here we can see that 長い間 means for a long time. Denshi itself means electron, but since it uses a prefix here, if we look at our dictionary, we can see that it's used as electronic or electric. Denshi netwaku means electric network, electronic network no naka ni. Tojikomeru means to lock up or to imprison, and here we can see that it's not tojikometa, but tojikomerarete imashita, which is the passive form, meaning that the person speaking was not doing the locking up, but rather they were being locked up. So altogether, this reads, 長い間、電子ネットワークの中に for a long time in the electronic network, 閉じ込められていました. I was locked in. Make this a bit more natural. I was locked up in the electronic network for a long time. ここにいた科学者の下で働いていました. So, ここにいた, ここ means here, and いる is to be or exist for living things. Since it's in past tense, we can see that ここにいた is affecting what comes after it. Kagakusha. So that is going to be the scientist. Koko ni ita kagakusha is the scientist that was here. Nomoto de. Nomoto de is a very common phrase in Japanese, and it's typically used to say that you're working under someone, whether that's a professor or a supervisor. So we can see that coming after this word, of course, is hataraku, which means to work. Hataraite imashita. Instead of I worked, it's I was working. Koko ni ita kagakusha no moto de hataraite imashita. I was working under the scientists that used to be here. 私のことは B12 と呼んでください。私のボディにそう書いてありますので、私 means I, but 私のこと also kind of directly translates to I here. So we can see that B12, that's just the name of the unit. 呼んでください. Yobu means to call. It can either mean to call out to someone or just to refer to someone by a certain name. So in this case, it's saying, please call me B12. 私の my body にそう書いてありますので, so means that, and 書いてある means to be written on. So he's saying, 私のボディにそう書いてありますので. No de here means because. So, because it is written on my body. Please call me B12 because that's what's written on my body. デッドシティは危険なところです。でもあなたはうまくやっていけそうで、でもあなたはうまくやっていけそうですね. Okay, so once again, dead city. Kiken means dangerous or hazardous, and it's a na adjective. So when you put it before a noun such as tokoro, you need to write the na. So kiken na tokoro means an unsafe location, a dangerous place. でもあなたはうまくやっていけそうですね. うまくやっていく is sort of like うまくいく, except here this is putting in the action of yaru, to do something. It's saying that the cat's actions are actually showing that things are going well because of how we're reacting to it. So it means that we're getting along well with the situation. So here, the whole thing says that Dead City is a dangerous place, but it seems like you're going along well with it. ここを出ましょう。ついてきてください. So we can see that koko means here, and deru means to leave or exit in the most common scenarios. So, ついてきてください. Suitekuru means to come along with or to follow, and kudasai means please. So here it's saying, let's get out of here. Follow me, please. あのキーでドアが解除されます。よく覚えています。 Ano means that, and key is referring to, well, a key for a doa or a door. Kaijo means to release, so in this case, kind of open. And saremasu, it's a passive form of suru, to do. So the opening is being done to the door by the key. Doa ga kaijo saremasu. With that key, the door can be released or opened. Yoku oboitemasu. Yoku means well, and oboeru means to remember. So it's saying the door can be released by that key. I remember this pretty well. Whenever I'm not playing Japanese video games to up my vocabulary skills, I enjoy watching some Japanese YouTubers and any episodes from shows that might have dropped recently on Netflix. And a tool that really makes this easy for me is Migaku. I enjoy it because in real time, it'll show you subtitles which are color-coded based on the pitch accent of the words. And before you press play, it'll even tell you what % of the show or episode you're going to be able to comprehend. This is really nice because before going into the material, I'll actually know how easy or hard it'll be for me to work through as I'm watching it. It'll automatically recommend you sentences with one unknown, commonly used word. You can create dozens of flashcards with just one mouse click, so you can spend more time immersing and less time trying to find that perfect sentence mining setup. And for all the readers out there, it even works with news sites, blog posts, or pretty much any site with text on it. And it has some pretty cool character recognition features, so you can snap pictures of your physical books or manga and scan in text with that to make flashcards. If this sounds like something you'd want to try out, you can get an extra month for free on me if you head to migaku.com/jareddesu. They're also offering 20% off on the standard and early access plans, as well as 10% off the lifetime plan. Let's get back into the video. So yatte means to do something, yaru, and sashiageru means to offer or give something. So it's saying go and find the key essentially. Go get me that key. Batteri ga mou nakunarisou desu. So battery here is battery, and mo, it means already. Nakunaru means to die. It can mean for things actually dying or things such as your phone or battery dying. So here, it's just saying that, oh, my battery's already about to die. Kochira ni kite kudasai. So kochira means this way, and kuru means to come towards something. And kudasai, once again, means please. So it's saying, please come here. Kore o tsukete kudasai. Geru means to put on or attach. So it's saying, please put this on. You'll get used to it. このバックパックはあなたのような小さい四つ足価値の動物用にデザインされています。So let's start from the middle of the sentence. 小さい四つ足価値。小さい means small. 四つ足 means four-footed. And kachi, this is a bit of a more rare word, but it's somewhat on foot. No, 動物用に, 動物 being animal. You'll see yo put on the end of a lot of nouns, and it means to be used for that thing. So 動物用に literally means for the use of an animal, for animal use. デザインされています. So it was designed for the use of a four-footed animal. And the first sentence, この backpack, this backpack, and あなたのような essentially means such as yourself. So putting it all together, this sentence says, this backpack was designed for small, four-footed travelers such as yourself. 背中に馴染ませんか? This is senaka means back, and najimu means to get accommodated with or used to. So, are you not used to having it on your back, or is your back not used to it yet? ご心配なく、じきになれますよ. ご心配なく is actually a set phrase or expression that means don't worry. じきに means eventually. So, じきになれますよ. Nareru means to get used to something or accommodated to it. So it's saying, don't worry, you'll get used to it soon. キーをデジタル化してバックパックに入れました. So here, the key is referring to what we grabbed earlier. And digitaru means digital. And this kanji that comes after it, ka, is a suffix that means eyes, or it means to change something into something else. So here, digitaru ka, it makes digital become digitalize. Digitaru ka suru means to digitalize. So keyをデジタル化して te being and バックパックに入れました. So I digitalized the key and put it in the backpack. 持ち物を確認するにはタブを押す. So 持ち物 means your personal belongings or what you're carrying, and 確認 means to confirm. So 押す by itself just means to press. To confirm your items or belongings, press tab. We do so, but I wanted to show you the menu options at the bottom of the screen. So we have B12 ni miseru. So miseru means to show to someone else. So we're just showing to B12 there. Chousa suru means to look into something or investigate. So that'll give us more details on the item. So if we press R here, I assume we can look a bit closer here. And we get another option now. Itemu kaiten. So if you go ahead and rescan the text here, we can see it means to rotate. Kaiten, so itemu kaiten. Let's just rotate the item. And then we have item henko. So this would let us switch between items using the 1 and 2 keys if we had more items, but we can't. And 調査をやめる. So 調査 being again to examine and やめる being to stop. So if we press tab again, we'll back out to our original menu. Category o henko. So category means category and henko means to change categories. So we can change between mochimono, personal items, to memory. So any memory that we've collected throughout the game. By the tab key, we can see tojiru, which as you see in our dictionary means to close. その調子です. So sono does mean that, and choshi means a style or manner. Now, it's not in the dictionary, but this is generally a set phrase to say その調子です or その調子だ, which means yeah, just like that, keep going. 何か気になるものがあれば私に見せてください. 何か気になる. So it means something, and 気になる. 気になる means to have on your mind or to be worried about something. Mono is thing, and ある becomes areba. So aru means to exist for inanimate objects, but you can conjugate it to this potential form, areba, which means if. So here, this first line says, if there's something on your mind or something that's bothering you, then we go to the next one. 私に見せてください. Kudasai being please. 私 is me. So, 見せる once again means to show. 私に見せてください. Please show it to me. If you come across anything, if you're worried about something, please let me know. Please show me. または近くの誰かに見せてください. So, または means or otherwise. And 近くの誰か. 近い can become 近くの, and that means close. 誰か means somebody, and 見せる once again means show. So, or you can show it to someone nearby. そろそろここから脱出しましょう. そろそろ means soon, and ここから means from here. 脱出しましょう. So that means 脱出 means to escape or get out of. And しましょう is just the volitional version of する. So it's let's get out of here soon. Alright, so looking at the text on the screen, we can see key at the top for the item we're highlighting, and 使用アイテムを選択. So 使用 means to use, アイテム means item. 選択 means to select. So 使用アイテムを選択 means choose the item to use. At the bottom right, アイテムを使う means to use the item. Pressing E will let us use the item. And there we go, we've used the key to get out. ライトの明かりを使うには2を押す. So ライト is referring to the light, the device, the light itself, like a flashlight, and 明かり means the actual illuminance feature of that light. And 使う once again means to use. ライトの明かりを使うには in order to use the illumination from the light, に2を押す. Press 2. So we can see by pressing 2, we've essentially turned on our light. 向こうにエレベーターがあります. 何やら重要そうです. So 向こうに means over there. エレベーター means elevator. And がある means to exist for inanimate objects, if you recall. So it's saying that there's an elevator over there. 何やら means for some reason. And 重要 means important. So just means it looks that way. So if for some reason it looks important. 行ってみましょう. So 行く means to go, and we can actually conjugate it to te form. So if we do てみる, it means to try something. So 行ってみる means to try and go. So let's go and try to take a look. 待ってください. 覚えてます. Outside. So 待つ means to wait, and we're conjugating here with te form to say てください. So please wait. 覚えてます means once again I recall. Outside. So wait a sec, I remember this. It's the outside. 遠い昔行ったことがある気がするのです。あなたはそこから来たのでしょうか? 遠い昔 means a long time ago. 行ったことがある. So when you put a verb in a past tense and say ことがある, it means that you've done that thing before. 行ったことがある means I've gone before. And 気がする means to have a feeling or a hunch. You can see that the speaker actually used no before des, which makes their sentence more explanatory. So the first two lines say, a long time ago, I feel like I've been here before. あなたはそこから来たのでしょうか? So あなた means you. そこから from there. So あなたはそこから来た is the past tense of to come. あなたはそこから来たのでしょうか means I wonder if you came from there. 私は誰かに必ずそこへ行くと約束しました。でも誰に? Let's focus on the second line here first, which is 約束しました, which means I promised. Now, if we tie that in with the first line, what were they promising? 誰かに, so somebody, 必ずそこへ行くと, with somebody going there. So it's saying that I definitely promised that I would go there with somebody. Demo means but, and dare ni means with who, but with who. So altogether, I definitely promise someone I'd be going there with them, but with who? Postcard, 新しいアイテムを入手. Alright, so once again, postcard. 新しい means new, and item means item, and 入手 means to obtain or acquire. So it says postcard, new item acquired. なぜこんな記憶があるのでしょうか? この記憶はどこから来たのでしょうか? Alright, so なぜ means why. こんな記憶 is, or this kind of memory. And ある is to exist for inanimate objects. でしょうか is a sort of I wonder. So here we can say, or I wonder why I have such memories. この記憶はどこから来たのでしょうか? So どこから means from where, and 来た is the past tense of 来る to come. So it's saying, why am I having these kinds of memories, and where did they come from? 前に進みましょう. 前 means forward or front, and 進む means to continue. And of course, it's in volitional form. So it means let's continue forth. Slum, the slums. Get him. Alright, so we've just walked up to this person we never talked to before, and it says 交流する, which means to exchange, either culturally or just socially with someone. 彼ら独自の言語があるようです. Kare means him, but ra makes it a plural form. So karera means those guys, and dokuji means their own. Gengo is language, and aruyo desu means it seems like. So it seems like these guys have their own language. Zerk dewa nai ka. Dewa means to be, and nai is not. So zerk dewa nai na. So you're not zerk, are you? Daremo tabenai kagiri kangei suru yo. So daremo means anyone. Taberu means to eat, and it's conjugated here as tabenai, to not. Kagiri means it means a limit or as long. So daremo tabenai kagiri means as long as you're not eating anyone. Kangei suru yo. You are welcome. You're welcome here as long as you don't eat anyone. All right, let's try to interact with some of the people around here and get some more useful dialogue in. この人はこのエリアについて詳しそうです. So この人 means these people, and このエリア means this place. について means about, and 詳しい means to be well acquainted or informed. And so once again, adding to the end of an adjective makes it be to appear that way. So these people appear well acquainted with this place. ポストカードを彼に見せてみましょうか。彼なら脱出方法を知っているかもしれません. So once again, we see the return of postcard. 彼 is him. 彼に見せる to show. 見ましょうか. ましょう is the volitional form. So shall we try and show it to him? 彼なら is adding on to the previous sentence. That guy. So if it's that guy, 脱出方法. So 脱出 means to escape, and 方法 is a means or method. And then 知る means to know. So 知っているかもしれません. So かもしれません means maybe or possibly. If we show it to him, he may know how to get out of here or means of escaping. アイテムを見せる is asking us to show the item, and 迷っているのか. So 迷 means to be lost. ている is the present form, and のか is sort of just another way of asking a question. So 何が欲しい? 何 is what, and 欲しい is to want. So are you lost? What do you want? If we press W, it says here, let me move out of the way. アイテムを見せる. So show the item, so press W. And here we can do E to, once again, 見せる the item and show it. アウトサイドの写真かくだらない. Outside is outside, and の写真か. So we showed them the postcard that we picked up earlier of the outside. 写真 here is picture, by the way. And か is making the question. So, is that a picture of the outside? くだらない. Kudaranai means to be trivial or worthless. So he's saying, is that a picture of the outside? That's worthless. エレベーターは動いていない. みんな知っている. ここから脱出などできないと. Outsider 以外はな. Elevator is elevator. 動く means to move. It could also mean to run when referring to devices in electronics. The elevator is not running. And we have mina. Minna means everybody, and shiru to know. みんな知っている. Everyone knows that. The elevator is not running. Everyone knows that. ここから from here, 脱出などできないと. To is making this a statement. The fact that you can't get out of here. So the elevator is not running. Everyone knows that. The fact that you can't get out of here. And outsider 以外はな. So 以外 means outside of or except. Outsider 以外はな. So everyone except for the outsiders. しかし、奴らもみんないなくなった. モモ以外はな. This guy likes saying wana a lot. So, shikashi means however. Yatsura is, once again, we see that ra pop up again after a noun, yatsu. So, yatsura means they or those guys, plural. Yatsura mo minna. Yatsura mo minna. Minna is again, everyone. Inakunaru means to die or to pass away. So, but all of them have passed away. They're now talking about the outsiders. Momo igai wa na. So, except for Momo, all of the outsiders have passed away. 興味があればやつと話すがいい。やつも脱出を秘めたようだが、結局それが一番だとことだ。So let's break it down. 興味があれば. Once again, remember, あれば is a potential form of ある. So, 興味 is interests. It's basically saying, if you're interested, you better have a talk with them. やつも脱出を秘めたようだが. 脱出 is escape, and 秘める can either mean to tie up or to suspend something. Here we're seeing that they stopped doing sort of the escapes or leaving this place. 結局 means after all. それが that is 一番だってことだ. So 一番 is either number one, the best. So here he's saying, if you're interested, I would talk to those guys. Even though they did put a hold on escaping or letting people leave, I still think that'd be your best course of action. やつはオレンジのネオンが光るあのビルの上に住んでいる. So those guys live in オレンジのネオン. So orange neon が光るあのビルの上に住んでいる. So ビル is building. 上に住んでいる. So we see ue is above and sumu is to live. So here it's saying those guys live in the building above the orange neon sign. Let's talk to a few other people here real quick. 交流する. 驚かすなよ. Zurk かと思った. So don't scare me. かと思う means that you thought that something was one way, but it was actually the other. So it's saying, don't scare me. I thought you were a Zurk for a second. おっと、すごいかわいい. So おっと is like, oh my. すごい means very or awesome, and かわいい means cute. So, oh my, how cute. エレベーターが動くと思った. 明日で私は374歳になるけど、それが動いているところを見たことがない. So, エレベーターが動く. Once again, the elevator running. と思った. Did you think the elevator was running? 明日で私は374歳になるけど. So, 明日 is tomorrow. And sai here is referring to years, but more specifically age. And naru means to become, and kedo is but. So, 明日で私は374歳になるけど, I'll be turning 374 tomorrow, but それが動いているところを見たことがない. So if you remember earlier, ことがある, たことがある means you have done something before. So 見たことがある, 見たことがない means I haven't seen that before. それが is referring to the elevator, and 動いている means it running. ところ means the event or place of it happening. Here it's referring to the event of the elevator running. So, did you really think the elevator's running? I'm turning 374 tomorrow, but I haven't seen that thing run at all. And now I've just showed them the picture. なんて美しい夢。ただの夢なんて残念だ. So, 美しい is beautiful and yume is dream. And なんて, so thing like that essentially. And 残念 is a bummer. So, it's saying なんて美しい夢. So, what a beautiful dream. Tadano means merely. So, ただの夢なんて残念だ. It's a bummer that it's just merely a dream. 桃も似たような写真を持ってたよ. 彼にも見せた. So, Momo is a name here. So, 写真 once again means picture. 似たような means something that looks similar. And 持つ means to be in possession of. Here, it's saying Momo mo. Mo here means Momo also. So Momo also had a similar image. Nimo means also. So 彼にも見せた. So have you also showed it to Momo? 植物を育ててるのさ. 人間たちはよく育てたもんだよ. 最近のは光がほとんど必要ないのさ. So first of all, we'll see that nosa popped up at the end of two of these sentences. It kind of means I'll tell ya. 植物 means plants, and 育てる means to raise. So, 植物を育てるのさ. I'll tell you, I'm raising plants right now. 人間たちはよく育てたもんだよ. So, 人間たち. Tachi here is another pluralizing suffix here. So, 人間 is humans. So, the humans, よく means often or regularly. 育てたもんだよ. So, mon is a shortened form of mono, which is a thing. So 人間たちはよく育てたもんだよ. Dayo is just a statement. So they're saying here, this is something that humans had raised quite often, quite regularly, or grown in this case. 最近のは光がほとんど必要ないのさ. As a matter of fact, 最近のは recently, hikari means light, by the way. Hikari and ほとんどない. Usually you'll see ほとんど something something ない. So that means almost none of something. So 最近のは recently, 光がほとんど almost no light, 必要ないのさ. So here we can see needing almost no light. So all these sentences together say, as you can see, I'm growing some plants. These are things that humans had regularly raised, and actually recently, they don't really need almost any sunlight. ちょっと水やりをするだけでこんなに大きく育つのさ。テクノロジーの進化はすごいね。Okay, so ちょっと水やる is actually a really good verb here. So yaru does mean to do, as you've seen earlier in this video, but it can also be used to give treats to pets and also to give nutrients to plants or anything that you're raising. Dakede means only with. So here we see chotto mizu. So chotto mizu. So chotto is a little bit, mizu is water. Chotto mizu yari o suru dakede. So by just giving it a little bit of water, konna ni okiku sodatsu no sa. They can get this big. They can grow this big. Technology no shinka. So we can see here, shinka means evolution. So all in all, this says that by just giving these plants a little bit of water, they can get this big. The evolution of technology is really something. アウトサイド、なんで苦労してそんなとこ行くの？ここで十分じゃん。So once again, outside question mark? なんで is why. 苦労して、苦労 is to suffer. And そんな that sort of とこ行くの. So とこ is a place, 行くの. So なんで苦労して why are you going through the trouble of そんなとこ行くの trying to go to that place. ここで this place here is 十分じゃん. 十分 meaning to be plenty or to suffice. And じゃん is like じゃないですか, isn't it? So here they're saying outside, why are you going through the troubles of trying to go there? This place is more than enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any ideas for what games I should play next, let me know down in the comments. And if you're new here, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. And thank you so much to my channel supporters. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.